Breaker slides along this white-hot blade as the flames flicker and sparks fly off as the two meet. The symbols on the edge of Breaker for breaking and protection, they glow as Tekoa raises the blade and swings it at this necromancer's midsection. It connects and slices straight across. The necromancer falls to his knees, and you see the white flames of its eyes begin to dim and go out.
So he slices him in the chest, and he's... That was for my family. Rest in peace.
The necromancer falls into the water, and you see them slowly begin to move with the current. Their form changes to just a simple shape moving down the river. Their cloak seems to dissipate, and the sword moves with them. Thea begins to separate from Tekoa. And can I spend that despair before you do your advantages?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thea begins to separate from Tekoa, her movements not matching her brother's anymore. And she begins to move with the current. And as she does so, those two dead things, feeling the little bit of spark of life that Tekoa's left in her, grab onto her and begin to pull her away.
That sucks.
Good use.
Yeah, that was good use.
So you don't get to talk to your sister.
Next PC.
Hey, 3 advantages. You want 3 boosts?
Sounds good. There's only one thing left, right? That's the...
No, there's
undead?
there's plenty of things left.
There's two dead things left. Rabberto could try to dispel.
I'll let Rabberto do it. Go next, and he gets the advantages. The boost dice.
Okay. Or you could use your axe. Either way.
I'll let you, because I already know what I'm going to do on my turn.
Okay.
So I do want to narratively move one maneuver away from the situation. Like I'm stumbling to the side. Like when he did that and we separated, that forced us apart. But at the same time, I naturally moved away because I'm in shock that that happened. Because the way it feels when she was separated from me.
It's the same feeling that you get when you touch iron or step over water. The feeling that a part of you is being ripped away.
Yeah, and I'm going to spend 2 strain to do that second maneuver, to step away. But now I'm not engaged with those things.
Dispelling.
3 purple.
3 boost.
Yep, you got 3 boosts. Well, yeah, you got 3 boosts.
That's what I got. Rolling. 5 successes.
Oh my gosh. 2 threats.
2 threats.
Take an extra 2 strain.
Okay.
Oh, that's so close.
Rabberto, is that cord still attached to her?
No.
Okay. Rabberto plays doubly fast and sends out a couple of shock waves that hit what little water and pebbles there are, and it rises up and smashes both of them back down into the water, leaving...
And those things are weak. They just fall into the water and dissipate.
Rabberto then gets up and out of the water and moves towards Tekoa. You did it. You did it. Well done. Well,
we all did it.
You did it.
You did it.
All right.
No, we all did it. We did it.
Yeah.
Oh, Thea.
Thea stands a few meters away. She is bright in the dim gray of this place. Her armor, the same as the last time you saw her.
Does she have her tabard?
Yes.
Oh.
It's the same as the last time you were together. She sees the 3 of you, and you can tell that it's hard for her to stay standing where she is. Like, her impulse is to move onward.
Tekoa, this is your chance to talk with her. the stream wants to take her.
He walks over to her. He nods to his friends and moves to her. And
She reaches out a hand.
he takes her hand.
Tekoa.
Thea, you've got to go. I love you.
I love you too. I don't want you to, but you could come with me.
I know.
But now, you've got your friends. You've got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. You know, when you died, you were my reason for fighting. And now that we've finished this, you know, before I almost didn't care if I died trying to stop this. But you're my reason for living now. I'll be here soon.
I don't know what comes next, but I'll wait for you.
Okay. And he tries to hug her.
And you do.
And he just cries.
She lets go of you and smiles.
Safe travels.
You too.
As you guys break, Rabberto will step up, and if you guys will allow me, I'll see you guys to the cascade and I'll see you off. Make sure you get there safe. As family.
Yeah, nods.
You can
Yeah.
tell
See
us
this
about your
through.
life and all that you held dear. And we'll listen to all of it.
I'm so jealous you get to say goodbye to your sister.
Aw.
I didn't get that chance. But you guys are great.
Tullana.
What does Tullana have of her sister that she could send off?
Oh.
She has a bracelet that she has identical bracelet that her and her sister both had.
So maybe you could do something with that.
Yeah, she'll release it into that river. Give it a kiss and just release it and let it go.
The four of you walk through the river mirror, and as you near the end, the water speeds up. White caps and rapids lay ahead of you, and Rabberto thinks back to training to be a conductor. There were spells that were taught to him to calm the waters and find safe passage. What does he give up to the River Renan to make a path of calm water?
As a child, his father would always give him sugar beet candies. After Dad would come home from his long journeys, he would always keep them in his pocket, and when Rabberto would hop up on his lap, and he would pat him down because he knew that he would have some of those special sugar beet candies that he brought just for him. And there's a part of him that's what he remembers most about family, is being that secure, that ever-loving, always surprised, but you knew you were loved. And that's what he's going to leave behind, is that memory and that dried up hollow husk of a candy wrapper that he keeps in his pack.
And the river calms in front of you, and Thea begins to tell you a story of one of her first days in training, and how she remembers that Tekoa went... Okay. It's one of their first days in the academy, where they were learning about battles and tactics, and there was a big test coming up, and Tekoa pulled an all-nighter and not only missed the exam because he was studying so hard, but went to the wrong exam.
Oh no.
And was ready with battle axe and fully armored, and nobody else was on the field waiting for him that day. Does Rabberto warn the group about the next river?
He does. How does he do it? He goes... I think that's how he warns them, as he tells them of the story, that if this next part, he'll say the thing that he regrets the most is missing out on his family, always looking to being something away and not being with them. This is a sad part of our walk. We're going to Ophir. In this, you'll encounter your biggest regrets in life. Okay? So,
Okay.
you're gonna encounter it. Don't let it consume you. Don't let the despair creep in and drag you into the waters. We're almost to the end. Now remember, we have sweets waiting for us back at in life. So
That's a good point. Okay.
we still have work to do. Don't let your regrets consume you.
The four of you move on. The fog is more opaque here, and you each spend some time with some memories. They sort of appear to you in this fog, almost as if they're happening. You stay close to each other, brushing shoulders, and Tullana's shoulders brushing Rabberto's hip as you move along. You catch glimpses of each other's histories, but more than anything, it's private and personal reflection as you move through. Tekoa catches a glimpse of Thea's,
Mm-hmm.
and he sees that battlefield and the necromancer crouching, and he realizes that vision that he was seeing all this time wasn't his own memory,
Oh.
but one of Thea's last.
Oh.
And then the fog clears. What does Rabberto say before you get to the cascade?
This is the end. Don't look over, or you'll be... We don't look at the cascade. We don't know where it goes up to, really.
Why don't you look at the cascade?
Let's see. How did Ray always put it? Ray says, if you look at it, it'll call your life, and you'll be swept away in it. You can't resist it. All this time through death, you've been able to see your life, and you've gotten lost in the fogs and the speed, and the quickness. You've battled the despair. You've stumbled over yourself. But this is the end. The end is inevitable, and it comes for all of us. That's why we walk it, and it's why we walk it with each other, so we can pass on what we've heard and know that we're not alone. That's why we walk Thea here. She's with us. That's why we listen to her. So as we give our final goodbyes, she'll get carried away up into the cascade. As you release that bracelet, say goodbye, but don't look for her, because she's already gone up it. It's not our time to go up it. It's our time to go back into life. That's why we hold our backs to the cascade, because it's not our time yet. It's a paraphrase. He said it a lot more eloquently. Ray had a knack for that sort of thing.
I think that was just fine.
You walk through the bank of fog, casting your eyes downward as you move, and the fog clears. You can see the reflection of what's above you. Billions and billions of stars. Little droplets of water break from the river below your feet and just begin to rise up. Tekoa, you can feel Thea's hand in yours, and you see her feet begin to rise out of your vision.
What's it look like, sister?
It's beautiful. Stars. It's like the bottom of the ocean. Little sea creatures. Glowing.
She continues to describe it, and her voice fades. Tullana puts her bracelet down in the water.
So I'm going to take my bracelet off, and I'm going to utter my sister's name in water, and I'm just going to place it in the water and just say, I'm sending this to you so you know I was here. It's not my time yet, but I'm coming. Hopefully a lot longer than sooner. And those stars look pretty up there, what I can see down in the water reflection. Love you, sis. And I let it go, and I turn, and I'm just going to start walking back towards the fog from which we came, just because I know the temptation for me is so great to just go.
Do Tekoa and Rabberto linger?
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Tekoa's going to just move next to Rabberto and put his arm around him. He'll stay as long as Rabberto says we can stay.
I can't see her reflection anymore. it's time for us to go, buddy.
Okay.
Good job.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Rabberto leads Tekoa and Tullana back through the fog and mist, back through the 7 rivers, and back to life. Their adventures in death concluded. Their adventures in life just beginning. Thank you for listening to Season 2 of The Otherplace. Rabberto was played by AJ. You can find AJ's art on Instagram at AJ_Kimball. Tullana was played by Joy, and Tekoa was played by Chris. Join Joy, Chris, and the rest of us discussing episodes and more on the Nightcast Discord. Thank you to everyone who makes The Otherplace and all of our other projects possible, including Nikki, who voiced Thea for this season, Doug, who plays Calum, and SJ for returning as Marta. Thank you to all our Nightcrawlers on Patreon, and everyone who's purchased one of our RPGs. You can join our Patreon at patreon.com/CoruscantKnights, and you can check out our RPGs at nightcastcreative.itch.io. The Otherplace is produced by Nightcast Creative. For more about us and the things that we make, visit nightcastcreative.com.
I'm gonna sing all the way back out. She's gonna sit there and go, okay, where are we going? Here we go, yay!
Yeah, epilogue.
Da, 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 da.
Yes.
Hans didn't go any further than the River Mere because he's not ready to go yet.
Of course not. No. So then he basically has, you made it. You came back. Darn it.
I'm very surprised you 3 idiots made it back.
We're not complete idiots. Good job, Hans. Good job fighting.
I'm not gonna do it again.
I know. I mean, you didn't really do really good with magic, but that's okay. I did.
I'm having second thoughts about having you write my book.
No.
Okay, I can still write it for you.
We'll see.
I've been doing really good reading your book. It's really good. Learned a lot.
Honestly, I'm just surprised any of the 3 you can read.
Oh, there you go again. Oh, I see how it is. Oh,
I can read.
come on now. You know we can read. We can write too. We could dance. You can dance here.
Build
Can you?
things too.
Did
I
you
can build
dance in
you a
my
house.
Built him a body so he could dance again.
Have him on a little conveyor belt in the house so that he just can go around the house.
A little gerbil ball.
Oh no! Hans in the turbo ball. That is fan art we need to see.
Whoa!
I hate you guys. This is degrading, you guys.
Just thought I could build you a house.
Yeah. No, Hans, thank you. You didn't have to help, but you did. Thank you for that.
You're welcome, I guess.
You can insult me later.
I plan on it.
That's right. I have to put on her character sheet that she now has a necromancer bell.
It faded away with that sword.
I took it.
You won't be able to take it back into life.
You come back in life. Aww, Roberto, we gotta go back.
Aw, I thought I had